Coming up this week, including today, the Celtics got Atlanta, they got Golden State, they got Brooklyn, and they got Milwaukee. How do you expect them? Like, out of these next four games, are you thinking 4-0, or what do you expect to see out of them in the next week?
I can see Milwaukee finding a way to win on Sunday out there. It's an
Really?
early game Sunday. Yeah, it's an early game Sunday. They're in the dogfight again right now with Cleveland again because they lost to Cleveland Saturday night, but they're up 111 to 110 against Cleveland right now. They've been right there in some of their games. I mean, we blew them out the building. Well, I would say blew them out the building. It got ugly late. That game was close until the fourth quarter. But when you have Dame and Giannis, you're gonna have a shot. I'm not I'm not gonna sit here and be hyperbolic right now and act like the season's already over because it's not. But they're in trouble right now. Right now they're in trouble. But Alex, I can see them finding a way. But I do expect 4-0. I do. I just feel like if this team is healthy or healthy as they can be, it just won't matter. And I know JB has that hip flexor thing that's been going on. He's looking for a second opinion. Personally, I think that they just have him resting for the Golden State game, which is on Wednesday. The Golden State game is the only game I care about out the four. Honestly, that's coming up. I don't care about Brooklyn. I don't care about the Milwaukee games. But I just that Golden State game. I'm ready for blood, and I hope they beat them by 40. Like I
So,
just did.
because you're expecting the Garden to treat Steve Kerr like they treated Kyrie the last couple of years.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Like I'm talking about as soon as you hear Eddie Palladino say, please welcome to the floor, the Golden State Warriors. And when they, I now because you got me in that most, and I just got to go through the introductions. I forget their whole starting lineup, but I'll name a few guys. But it's just like hey, at forward, 12th year out of Michigan State, number 23, Draymond Green. Woo, they'll boo him a little bit. At the other forward position, from Oklahoma, number 7, Buddy Hield. Woo. At guard from Davidson in his 15th year. Stephen Curry, and they'll be mixed because he draws there's a lot of fans
He's
that come in and
he's
watch him.
hard to boo. He's
He's
a
hard to
hard guy to
believe.
hate
And then they'll say, and the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr,
instantly.
and instantly the boos are going to be super loud, and it's as the Celtics are being introduced, you're going to be literally hearing "fuck Steve Kerr, fuck Steve Kerr, fuck Steve Kerr," and then you'll hear, and now introducing the world champion Boston Celtics. And when you hear that, and from Duke, number 0, Jayson Tatum. Like that crowd's gonna there. Listen, I got chills even thinking about it. Like I want a 40 piece. Like I leave no fucking doubt. Like I want it to be like 51 to like 20 in the first quarter. Like I have not wanted a regular season game this badly in a long time. Long time. Like I'm hyped for Thursday.
So,
Like I'm
what
gonna
does
say
it
Tuesday.
say? What what would it mean, or what does it say about them in your mind if they come out flat for that game, they lose?
That Steph Curry is still Steph Curry when he wants to be. And once again, he's a 4-time champion himself, so it's not like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's.
Well, let's just say
Um, I mean,
Tatum puts up
they've come out
18
playing really
points.
well. They're not a bad team this year, but they have been and after they won the championship, like they were kind of shaky, last year. But no, they Buddy Hield has done everything that Klay Thompson's been doing. And once again, people can say, "Oh, he's talking reckless." Once again, look at the numbers. So far, he's done everything that Klay Thompson has done in recent memory. So that's not an opinion. That's a fact. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So he's been doing great. Andrew Wiggins, he's been kind of shaky, but Kuminga has been awesome. Moses Moody has been awesome. Kevin Looney has been a staple for them for a while. He's been there since they won, I think, in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they got some good pieces that are starting to figure it out. So they better bring it. And remember, we beat them by 50 last time when they came here. We lost out there, but when that game was over in the first quarter. That was on
Yep.
Sunday afternoon. I never forget it. And that game was over in the first quarter. I was like, this is unbelievable. Like it was
So,
like 41-19 at the end of the first. I was like, whoa. So
I think I think I think 4-0 is in play, but I think they're gonna get up for that game. I do think they're gonna show up for Golden State. That's
yeah,
gonna be that atmosphere is gonna be amazing. I think they're gonna drop the Brooklyn game. If there's one
really,
game, well, They shouldn't, but if there's one game in this stretch, I mean, this team feels like a
It'd
team that
be a
shows.
letdown. You feel like
Yeah,
letdown?
this team feels like it's a team that shows up for prime time. So even if it's Sunday at 3:30 but that's an actually televised game against the Bucks. And what I love most about this Boston Celtics team is that they love beating Doc Rivers. They
Yeah,
just do.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
JT and JB love doing that, which is why I love them so much. So
Hmm.
I just don't see them losing a nationally televised game. I really
Hmm.
don't. It really doesn't matter who the opponent is.
I mean, listen. I mean, once again, if there's a picture that exemplifies what their year meeting Milwaukee has been so far, and I said it on the last show, when Payton Pritchard hit that three to end the third last Monday night, and like I said, you see Doc Rivers is leaning over, and it was just like it was poetry in motion. Like it was great. It was awesome. So yeah, I mean, once again, I would love to be proven wrong, and they go in there and say, hey, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like it don't matter. I'm better than you, and you know it. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So I'm just like that's just what it is. So yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, I mean, I I didn't really think about the Brooklyn game like that, but like Cam Thomas is a bucket. Dennis Schroeder, for whatever reason, has got a resurgence in Brooklyn. I don't know what's going on. Dude is getting like 20 and 10. I mean, I don't think that's what he's averaging, but he's had a few games where he's had over 30. I'm just like, where's this? Where, like, what? Like, in year 10? Like, where's this coming from? So, like I said, Cam Thomas is a bucket. Dennis Schroeder's been a bucket. Ben Simmons is looking, he's becoming the facilitator he was in Philly. Obviously, he's never been a scorer, but
Still
he's been
can't
able,
shoot.
yeah, so still can't shoot, but when he was right, there wasn't too many play better, there wasn't too many better passers than him, which is why those guys are getting open looks. So they, like I said, they got some guys that can play, but like I said, I'm not overly concerned. But like you said, now when I think about it, yeah, Cam Thomas can randomly go for 40 and just like, what the fuck is going on? And they just say, hey, let's not worry
'Cause
about this. Let's worry about Milwaukee. So I
there are
okay, I
going to
can see.
be there are going to be those odd combinations this season when it's it's a tough game for the Celtics to get up for, but every team that plays us, like you said, is going to be getting up to play the Celtics, right? So there are going to be some of those letdown games, and you know everything that you just said. But I will just reiterate what I said 2.5 years ago. Ben Simmons would be in the Basketball Hall of Fame if there were no basket. I mean, I
I remember that show, and I was like, that's like it wasn't. It's as equally as funny now as it was then, and I'm just like, that's it sucks that that's so accurate. Like it sucks because the thing is, I'm
right.
like early in Philly, he was good for 15, 8, and 7, which that's a really good stat line. And I'm just like, what happened to you mentally that you could even Markel Fultz bounce back from what he was at? So Markel Fultz came back as the number one pick, and after all the injuries he had, and they changed his jump shot, and he was looking crazy. He comes to Orlando, has a resurgence in his career. So I'm just like, yo, Ben Simmons, you're 6'10, a 6'10 guard, and you tell me you can't get 10, 7, and 5 at least? Because he should, once again, the assist numbers are still there. Like I say, he's just not looking to score. But I'm like, bro, when he's right, not too many people can stay in front of him. So I'm just like,
Yep.
he's still 27. It's not like it's not like he's 31, 32. He's 27 years old. So I'm just like, what is going on? So it's obviously still mental, but I mean, once again, it's the same that, like I said, how far he's fallen off. But oh well. So hopefully beat him by 30.
Yep, I'm with you there. Now, I just want to plagiarize. So shout out to my boy Dylan for coming up with that line. We were out for drinks one night, and he just said
Yeah,
that, and I literally said out loud, "That's one of the best things I've ever heard." I'm gonna
yeah,
steal it. I did,
yep.
and he's right. And still, 2.5 years later, he's right. It's still the truth. Um, anything else that you want to talk about the Celtics while we're still happy, or shall we
No,
just
I
get
mean,
ready?
listen, no, listen, they've no to wrap it, like they've been awesome, and yeah, I still think that they obviously haven't hit their ceiling yet. Like they're just coming out and they're not skipping any steps. So I hope that they continue to not skip steps and just give the game every night what it requires. But once again, you can't control your shot making. You can't control a lot of things on the court, but you can always control your effort. So bring the effort, bring that consistency every night. Continue to move the ball, And good things will happen. Like I said, once again, they're up right now. 4 minutes left in the third. They're up 94-66. Like unbelievable. Unbelievable. Once
Love
again,
that for us.
it was 41. It was 41-38. 41-38 Atlanta. And just like that, they've scored 20. They scored 28 points from that moment. 53-28 or 53-50. I'm like, that's unreal. Unreal. Professional team. Trae Young's out there. It's not like Trae Young's on the bench. Trae Young's out there, and we're missing Brown, Porzingis, and you're losing by 30. Wow.
In the third.
In the third. Right.